In this third part of the video on how to send Morse code over the internet using Linux, we're going to show you how to build that virtual sound card. This is the website I found to be the most helpful to do this. And you can copy the address here if you can see it okay. If not, go to Google, type in snd-aloop, and go to this second one here, this Linux Musicians, snd-aloop, jack, etc. If you go to there, that'll take you right here. And this is where the instructions are that was helpful to me. Now, since we're going to build this and compile it, you're going to need some software to do that. So you're going to have to go get the Synaptic Package Manager again. And we're going to need something in here called Build Essential. B-U-I-L-D-S-E-N-T-I-A-L. Build Essential. And I've already downloaded it, so just click that one right there. And again, you click Mark, you right click. Anyway, it'll go through the same thing as we did before. Mark it, install it. Once you've got that going, then you're good to go. You can do this. But without this, it won't work. So go ahead and install that package there. When it's done, you can get out of here. We're going to need to see if you even have the module. I don't think I've got mine loaded yet. So now that's, and I'll show you how to, every time it reboots, you have to load it again unless you do one simple command. I'll show you how to do that later on in this video. Okay, let's see if you even have that module in yours, and most of the kernels don't come with it. So bring up the terminal again, type in sudo mod info snd-aloop, and then mine's already been built, so mine's showing that I've got the loop active. I just have to load it. So that's good. But yours will probably say doesn't have it, and that's alright, because we're going to show you how to build it. In order to build it, you have to know what your Alsa version is. So type in cat space /proc/a sound/version. My version's 1.0.21, so you need, whatever your version is, you need to search for it so that you can download that version into your downloads file. We're not going to install it, we're just going to use it to make this sound card, and then copy that newly made sound card into our Alsa structured system that's already been set up. So we have it in our modules file. Okay, so now you need to find that version. If you have the same thing and you're using Ubuntu, I found it right here at this site there. And if I'll hit this again, it'll show you it automatically. Once you go to this address, it should automatically start downloading it, and there it is. Since I already have it, I don't need it, so I'm going to cancel. And I'll show you where it winds up. Places, home folder, your downloads file, and there's the tar right there. Now to untar this on Ubuntu, all you have to do is double click it, hit extract, and it'll do it for you. I've already done it, so I don't need it. And then it'll make this file here. This is an uncompiled file, so we're going to have to compile it, but you have to do this first. Okay, so let's get out of here, go back into terminal. So now we need to go back to this side here where the instructions are at, and it says if you don't have it, no problems. We're going to download the Alsa, then we need to go into terminal and cd into that directory. Downloads, cd downloads, ls to list it. So I've only got 2 programs so far in there. So now we need to cd into the untarred directory, which is the Alsa driver there on the left. So cd Alsa driver -1.0.21. Okay, and now we're in that directory. So now you're going to copy paste, which makes it pretty simple. So just highlight the next command, follow these instructions, right click, copy, and right click, paste, and then hit enter. And if you have your build essential already installed, it should go through this with no problems. I'm going to pause the video while it crunches through this. Okay, so it finished the configure with cards equals loopback. Just that, that's all we're looking for right now. We just want that loopback card. Okay, now the next command is make. So you don't really have to copy paste that. So I'm going to type in make and hit enter. And then it's going to do a bunch of stuff. I'm going to pause the video until it's finished. Okay, so it finished, and it did make that driver. So we should be able to see it now. So you can check. So it says all the modules will successfully compile. Let's go see if it's actually in there. Go to Places, Home Folder, Downloads, Alsa driver. Now you can click on here, go into the modules file, and there it is, snd-aloop.ko. So we're good to go. So we've inspected it. It should be in there. Now they want you to do the following commands. I've already done them, so I'm not going to do them. So you just follow the next two commands here. This one and the dep mod. Once you've done the dep mod, so you can run that first command again. So we'll go up here and do the sudo mod info. Excuse me, and see if it's in there. Sudo mod info snd-aloop, and you should get this. If you've done it, you're almost there. Now you need to load it, and this is the loading command right here. Snd-aloop can now be loaded. So copy that. And paste it in. And let me bring up my volume control so you can watch it pop on there. Okay, I'm going to hit enter now. And there we go. And now it's in Pulse Audio as a new sound card that we can use. Now, if you want this to automatically boot up every time you reboot the system, there's a pretty easy way to do it. So we're going to go back into Home Folder, File System, and I think it's etc. And I think it's RC local is what we're looking for here. There it is. Okay. So that's the file we want. So what we're going to do is to add one line to this. So I'm going to bring up another terminal. Just type in sudo gedit. Then you have to put your password in. And we'll get in there from gedit. So we'll go and open, file system, etc. Type the letter R. You can get down there faster. RC. There it is. So I'm going to type that in there. So just go one line above the exit there and type in modprobe snd-aloop. And every time it boots up, it'll look at that command and do it. And then just hit save. And get out of this. So now it'll always be there every time you reboot, if that's what you want. Okay. Alright, let's get out of all this. I think we've accomplished what we set out to get that virtual sound card. So let's minimize this. I'm going to get rid of everything and show you how to start from scratch here. Sometimes it's a little tricky trying to figure it all out. So you just rebooted. Now you want to get on iCW with your Linux. So let's get in here and set up Mumble first. There's Mumble, there's my iCW, it's already highlighted, so I'm just going to hit connect. Okay, there I am. And let's bring up the pulse audio volume control so I can set that accordingly. Now on Mumble, I go to the recording tab. It defaults to the sound card, which I don't want. And sometimes you have to hit this thing, there we go, a few times. Monitor of loopback is one I want. Alright, so now let's go get FLdigi. Okay, got that now. Playback. And FLdigi already had remembered that it was using a loopback card. So that's good, we'll just leave that set there. So that looks pretty good so far. I'm going to send some CW to see if that lights up. Hit transmit for the button. Now you're in transmit mode on FLdigi. I'm going to send a V. And the red light lights up. I'm going to left click, hold, and drag into the testing room. Configure, settings, and I'm going to perform the loopback test. Loopback test for the server. Apply. Okay. And let's see if we can see what we sound like. Okay. Everything's good to go. So it's always good to do that because their settings get messed up all the time, and it's always good to go in there and test it out before you get started and wonder why nobody can hear you or you can't hear anybody on the server. And you just check your settings and then bring up the modem. Keep that handy in case you want to use it. Now on FLdigi, there's a bunch of features on here, so you can kind of go through that tutorial. But I think couple of the things, especially for quick QSK, is to remember that your tab button, and I'll demonstrate this. I'm going to hit the tab button now. As soon as you do that, it goes blue and goes to the end of the buffer. So if you hear somebody trying to break in on you, you hit that tab button real quick and it stops your sending. The cursor goes to the end of the buffer and it remains in transmit, which is very nice. The other feature that's nice is that star button on the number keys. If you look to the very right, if you have a number pad, at the top there in the top row is a star button. If you hit that star, it will default. So if I kick this speed up here, let's see if this will show it. And I hit the star button, yeah. See, the transmit went back down to 20. And that's where the default is that I had it. 20, right there. That's all that what that's about. So if I'm sending, and I want to slow it down, send a message, or spell a difficult word, and then go right back, hit the start button again. Very nice. So that's very helpful too. And again, you just hit the plus and minus buttons on the right by the keyboard pad, and then that can control your speed. That's all you need to do as far as sending Morse code over the internet on Linux. I hope you guys can enjoy it, and gals. Please feel free to email me off of QRZ if you have any trouble, or get on the Google Group site, and we'll be more than happy to help. Thanks.